You know, it's hard what I do. No one ever said it was going to be easy or anything, but, like, nobody ever said it was going to be hard either.
This is Dr. Clyde R. Grant, Doctor of Plagues and Disease of the Rat Trap Online Academy. This interview was conducted with his consent about the struggles and challenges he currently faces as a modern plague doctor.
You know, plague doctors, we were really popular there in, like, the 1800s. And then, you know, just kind of, a couple of movies came out, a couple comic books, and suddenly everyone and their mother was afraid of us. You know, even though we're, like, the legit doctors, we're trying to help people. And then this beer virus thing happened, you know, and it just, people got ruthless. I mean, I could barely walk down the street without somebody saying,
"More like stupid, doctor."
Sometimes it just feels like they're being mean. I've started playing basketball recently, you know, with some of the other boys. It's been a nice change of pace. The shoes are quite comfortable. I wear them even when I probably shouldn't. And, I don't know, I feel like it gives me some kind of weird street cred. You know, I feel like I'm one of them. One of the people again. It's a good feeling.
While the good doctor himself has no felonies, no criminal record, he told YouTube Exclusive that he often feels persecuted because of the way he dresses in public. In fact, while shooting this interview, we found Dr. Grant being stopped and insulted every couple of minutes or so. Some calling attention to his freakishly large hat, others demanding to know why he used a cane.
You know, I try to have fun. I try to enjoy myself as much as possible. I like going to the park. I like enjoying my time. But it's, you know, yeah, it's good. I need breaks every once in a while, just like everybody does. I need a little time to myself, a little time to let off some steam. Because heaven knows I got a lot of that to let off. Yeah, you know, it's hard work. See a lot of dead people. Like, a lot of dead people, but, you know, you get used to it. When I say you get used to it, you get used to, like, being there. You don't get used to the smell. Like, the smell never goes away. Like, you think with how big this thing is, it would keep it out. No way, man. Sometimes I wake up at night and the smell is there. It's just, never goes away. Never leaves. I think the swings are my favorite. It's like my think tank. It's where I can go and I look back over my day and I realize, wow, we went through a lot of dead people today. That's a good accomplishment.
Help.
Saw a lot of diseased corpses. That's a really, really good thing. At least for me it is. It's good for my line of work because we can study those. Not any other reason. You know, our hearts go out to the people that died and their families and stuff, but, like, I mean, come on. Sorry. It's all good.
Dr. Grant and many like him face countless amounts of criticism, often called old-fashioned in the academic world, among other things.
Weirdo!
Some question if having plague doctors in today's world is even completely necessary.
You know, like, a lot of people seem to forget that. You guys remember the swine flu? You remember that? Like, that was us. We did that. We helped with that. It was really cool. Like, there was this huge panic. It was a lot like today. People were freaking out all over the place. Social media was in a blaze. And people actually took us seriously. They were like, holy crap, you can actually help. We're like, yeah, that's why we're doctors. We help people. It's in the name. This new thing broke out, and suddenly it's our fault? It's our fault that the virus has started? That, you know, it's our fault that people refuse to wear masks? That people won't stop coughing on each other? That's our thing? Doesn't make any sense. Like, it's hard, man. It's hard. You know, I just want to help people. That's why I wear the mask. I wear the mask because I want to help people, but nobody wants me to help them. Like, what's up with that? I'm just trying to be a good person, you know? So what if I look creepy?
We're not done yet. Sit back
no,
down.
I can't.
We're not done. Am
I getting paid for this? I mean, it's not like, you know, it could always be worse, right? Like, I mean, it's not like the Black Plague is back or anything like that. That would suck. What?
It's bad.
So, in light of all this, I've decided to take upon myself, you know, I want to show people that I am here to help them. So I got a sign. Decided to write on it. We're gonna go out into public. We're gonna film stuff. So, we wanted to try and, I guess, not give back to the community, because frankly, they've only given us, you know, things like death threats, but we wanted to write something up just to remind people that we still care and that we're people too. Like, we have feelings. I mean, I'm not that scary. I mean, look at me. I'm not like carrying a knife or anything like that. I mean, come on. I mean, it's me. You know? I'm not scary.
YouTube exclusive was informed that the good doctor wished this sign would help lead to a changing point in his life. Rather than name-calling and weird looks, he hoped to spark a realization in the general populace. This, the modern-day plague doctor proposed, would help them see things as he did.
Does that look like a syringe? I think that looks like a syringe, right? I mean, I would know.
The good doctor claimed that this was a universal message, and that everyone could benefit from hearing about it.
Really do. I truly believe that. I think someday there will come a time when little kids will wake up on Christmas morning and they'll go downstairs and they'll open up their presents and they'll start getting dolls of plague doctors again. I really do. I think that's the direction we're heading. And I mean, what else are their parents going to get action figures of something for them? Like what? Firefighters? Like, come on. Get a real hero.
The sign completed, we decided to follow the doctor to his current place of employment. He suggested that maybe some of his co-workers would assist him in his efforts to encourage the populace to not mistreat their plague doctors.
I mean, it's just a side gig right now. You know, it's nothing too serious, but I mean, it's good money. I haven't seen any real kids yet, but maybe someday. I'm open to it. It's good. It's a local. It's not a bad thing. She's cool. She's cool. I think. I don't see my coworkers very often, but when I do, they're always very nice. They speak Russian, all languages. I'm actually learning a little bit of Russian myself. It's very cool. It's a very difficult language. It looks like they use English letters every once in a while, but it's a lie. A lot like the Russian government. From what I've been told, I've never actually been to Russia, but apparently it's interesting place. At least that's what Gustav tells me. Gustav's cool. We hang out. He likes orange juice, and I like orange juice. So, I mean, how bad could someone be if they also share your love of orange juice? I think that's really cool, really interesting.
After having little to no luck with his co-workers and his current employment, the doctor settled upon standing on the side of a road, holding his sign, hoping to distract drivers long enough to get his point across.
You know, maybe I was just a little bit too far ahead of my time. You know, maybe the world just isn't ready for this yet. I think that someday the world will be ready for us to come out again. And you know, I'm sure there's plenty of plague doctors out there that are just in hiding, afraid of what the world will do to them. And someday they'll gather up the courage, and the current environment of the world will change, and we'll be able to step back out. Be able to show everybody what we're made of. We'll be able to start helping people again and not have to deal with all the insults and all the scared children and, you know, stuff like that. People will get used to us eventually. And I look forward to that. I look forward to when that day comes, and I think it's just around the corner. And yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'll do better. I'm sorry.
Once again, YouTube Exclusive takes an exclusive look at one modern-day plague doctor. Our subject is once again Dr. Clyde R. Grant, a modern-day plague doctor who, thanks to popular demand, is back again for a follow-up interview. Today's subject will be how he has handled the quarantine.
When I got a call that they wanted me to come back for a follow-up interview, I was shocked. I mean, normally people talk to me and then immediately turn around and run the other way.
Is that mask covering your actual nose? You a witch under there?
Well, maybe.
I thought witches caused the plague.
Listen, about that, like, so, yeah, the last video, really excited. It did really well. Everyone liked the interview. I'm excited to see where things go. I'm happy to be back. Good time.
Can you explain if bologna's just a hot dog pancake?
Unfortunately, trouble still finds Dr. Grant wherever he goes.
Things seem to have gotten worse since everyone's been cooped up. But, I mean, it's been hard for me too, alright? You know, no one ever stops me and asks how my day's going. No, it's usually, look, get him. Yeah, life hasn't gotten any easier. Not for any of us. When we filmed the first video, you know, the quarantine thing was just starting, and now, like, still going, but, could always be worse, you know? Always could be worse. I haven't forgotten that. I mean, at least it's not the latter incident.
Hey, with the nose that big, you should know this question. Is the S or the C silent in sin?
You know, I think anyone else in my situation would think that life is nothing but pain. that there's nothing to gain out of it, that it's not worth going on anymore. But I don't subscribe to that. No, I think there's always another mountain to climb, another hill to transverse, and I think we can do it. Anyone can do anything if you put your mind to it.
So, you have parents? Or did you infect them with the plague too?
Everywhere I go, he follows. And it's tough. You know, I had haters before, but like, I don't know. I didn't promise I was gonna cure the virus or anything like that, but a lot of people acted like I was, and it's hard, man. You know, being a modern day plague doctor never got any easier. I thought that interview would do it, but like, turns out the world doesn't stop just because you do one interview, and keeps going on its merry way. And I figure, you know, there's plenty of people out there who are sad, so I might as well make up the difference. You know, have a little bit of fun. Yeah, you know, I still got my job. It's nice. Still haven't met any of my coworkers, but I get a check in the mail every week, so that's good. You know, the Russians are pretty...
Hey, why do our feet smell but our noses run?
I didn't sign up for this. I need a break. I'm sorry, just need a break. Hold on. Hey, you know, I really like this life. I got a lot of really beautiful comments on that last video. There were a lot of really awesome people who really came to my aid. You know, they really helped out a lot. Huge shout out to all those people who were awesome. Yeah. Yeah, my cousin went viral recently. All he did was, like, you know, the thing.
While the good doctor continues to teach at the online Rat Trap Academy, he fears his days may be numbered, for online teachers are considered non-essential. Therefore, YouTube Exclusive was able to get from him his notion for the future.
Yeah, I'm worried. I don't know anyone that isn't worried. I mean this online stuff, doing these interviews, seems to be working pretty well for me and everyone involved, so I might keep that up if they'll let me. Keep doing these interviews, keep helping make these videos. It seems like I don't know if there's any money in it, but yeah, it seems good overall, I guess. This is where it happened. We filmed our first interview right here. It was a simpler time. That was when we thought the thing was going to end in like a week. Yeah. Right here. So, yeah, the world's going in an interesting direction. Modern day plague doctors, we're still here, still working, trying to help people, trying to live up to that doctor name. That's just, you know, that's how it starts, that's how it goes. Yeah, we're a lot of modern day plague doctors reached out to me since the last video. It's been good. Talking with some old acquaintances. I have a lot of questions. They want to know when it's going to get cured, when it's all going to end. I don't know. I'm the wrong person to ask for that. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of people that need our help, specifically plague doctors' help, and rain or shine, we'll be here. Be here to help them. So, a lot of good we can do, I'm sure.
How many chickens would it take to kill a lion?
Following the removal of the agitator, we once again turned our attention to Dr. Grant's peculiar tendencies, of which there were many. As far as reason for these bizarre new attributes goes, we were unable to determine what the cause of them might have been. No, I'm not on any narcotics. I don't drink alcohol. I have developed my own ways of coping. It just involves, going to play sets, going to play places outside, and enjoying myself as much as I can. The haters are gonna hate, as they say, but we will go on. There's more to life than what's right in front of us right now.